好的，现场所有乘客球迷朋友们，让我们欢迎今天的开场嘉宾，让我们掌声欢迎2025全国学生音乐比赛北区行进管乐比赛获得特优的桃园市裕达高中乐器队带来的演出，掌声欢迎！ 让我们再次感谢裕达高中乐器队的表演，谢谢。 Hello， 欢迎各位乘客、球迷朋友们来到我们桃园璞园领航员的主场，我是一博。
Hello， 大家好，我是元气 MC 若彤。
又来到我们最期待的季节——篮球季。在去年呢，我们一起守护桃园拿下了总冠军。在今年，我们也要一起努力，再拿下一个总冠军，再下一局。如果你准备好的话，给我一个尖叫声！
是的，感谢所有球迷过去一整年的陪伴，我们做到了。那希望在主场呢，也可以带给大家最棒的 Sky Party， 让大家尽情享受比赛，感受 PLEAGUE 的全新演出。
在今天呢，也有非常多的贵宾来到现场。接下来呢，我们也要欢迎这位贵宾来跟我们说几句话，让我们掌声欢迎桃园市王明炬副市长，
欢迎
来到我们中圈说几句话，欢迎副市长。
所有爱好直男的朋友们，大家早！
副市长好。
唯一的希望就是我们桃园 乐天不桃园领航员哈，抱歉，因为乐天那边也正在比赛了哈，所以桃园领航员呢，
没错，
能够今年的在今年的 PLG 哈再度夺得总冠军，祝福领航员加油！
谢谢副市长，谢谢，请入座来休息。好的，现在呢也要再次呢邀请我们全体的队职员先来到中圈。现在邀请我们桃园璞园领航员全体的队职员来到中圈先集合。接下来我们也要再次的邀请我们副市长以及我们的发言人安哥来到中圈合影留念。在今天呢开幕战重要的时刻，一起来合照留念。欢迎我们桃园璞园领航员所有的球员以及教练团。哎，大家真的好久不见啦！今天就像开学一样，一起来拍照留念，记录美好的一刻。好的，请各位来整队，中间的媒体朋友也准备好。好的，我们先稍等一下，我们的彭姐也来到现场，最近呢脚伤刚刚好，请给她一个掌声好不好？谢谢彭姐。好的，大家准备好了吗？好，看一下我们中间的媒体朋友们，3、2、1，耶！再一张，3、2、1，耶 ！OK，one more，再一次吗？3、2、1。OK， 媒体朋友们 OK 吗？捕捉到，谢谢！再次谢谢我们王明炬副市长，谢谢安哥。谢谢我们桃园璞园领航员全体队职员。好的，接下来呢，在今天我们刚刚有提到，也有非常多的与会贵宾来到现场啊，我们要来一一的介绍他们。
首先要欢迎的是我们桃园市议会彭俊豪议员，欢迎议员，
欢迎，
大家挥挥手，打个招呼。接下来是我们的奥利维格创办人赖淑芬 Tiffany， 欢迎，以及奥利维格副总经理陈和君 Howard， 欢迎，
Howard。
173一起上网执行长赵玉伟先生，
欢迎你。
正大雄鹰创办人江丰年董事长，欢迎
江董。
以及中华民国3对3篮球协会副理事长郑志龙龙哥，欢迎
我们所有的与会贵宾来到现场支持我们桃园璞园领航员。接下来，让我们欢迎来访客队台北富邦勇士。
首先为大家介绍今日客队台北富邦勇士球员登录名单：0号赖廷恩，3号林俊佑，4号陈友伟，6号吴永生 ，Number 7欧陆费米，14号蔡文成，23号强纳森，88号曾祥军 ，Starting 5，先发5人名单：1号莫巴耶，8号周桂宇 ，10 Archie Goodwin，11号洪凯杰 ，Number 25 Benny Boatwright，教练团体能教练郑维璇，助理教练林威浩、程立焕、梁兆轩，总教练吴永仁，总经理叶仲英。
成长不是偶然，而是一次又一次，让胜利变得理所当然。
无缘建筑，他们办到了所有球队办不到的随时的联盟。
在
是。
领航员球员名单：水杯号5号，威朗喷射机飞进你的心，欧文陈将刷。水杯号3号，控球生力军空中好声音，帅气小生陈立生。水杯号10号，重新出发，坚持到底，领航小可爱李明威。水杯号13号，禁区龙卷风，空中飞龙谭杰龙。水杯号25号，你的护国神阵，领航不倒翁林正。水杯号31号，领航装甲车，拦下堡垒 William Artino。水杯号12号，领航剑齿虎 Never Give Up， 篮球贵公子李佳卡。水杯号6号，关键杀手偏跳大师关达拉梅拉关达佑。先发5人名单。水杯号1号 Number 1， 领航大门神篮板先知 Mustafa 迪安迪。水杯号9号 Number 9， 冲破天际灌篮制造机 Cedric Milner Jr。 那么欢迎球员表30号控球魔术师神奇小白白耀成。球员表21号 Number 21年度洋将波兰咖啡3分王 Alex Bro。 现在我要听到全场最大的尖叫声！让我们欢迎球员编号69号，全城的希望狂野 MVP 野王69卢俊祥。宏远吴云凯、冯思、冯立珍、青年教练刘少天、教练刘年杰、助理教练柯冠伟、助理教练唐伟杰、助理教练陈世杰、助理教练黄启峰、助理教练暨球员发展总监杨一峰、总教练 Caminos、副领队黄少恩、副领队陈庆安。
For my city, I'm they backbone. Till the clock stops, we gon' run a gun and bring it back home. Let's go. We number one, you know. We go hard, we smoke. We won't stop, oh no. Ain't gon' never stop. From the ground up.
Back to the scene of the epic Plus League Finals. Winner-take-all space-age roller coaster ride Game 7 here at Taoyuan Arena. Both the Braves and the Pilots have loaded their rosters and are geared up for another year filled with expectations and championship aspirations. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Focus as tonight we kick off the new hoop season here in the Plus League. And also welcome to the swan song of the greatest Taiwanese-born basketball player, Beast Lin Ziji's last season. Chen Ziwei and Cai Jingjing will be taking care of the Mandarin commentary. I'm Ryan Chen, providing you English commentary here in the Plus League YouTube airwave. 球迷朋友们，你找到了官方的英文转播，要听中文的讲评，当然就按到中文的转播连接。谢谢你的收看，记得我们 Plus League 都转播都要按赞。 There's two of the original Plus League teams playing in the 49th competitive game against each other. That is regular season and playoff or finals games combined. The Taoyuan Pauian Pilots against the Taipei Fubon Braves, orange and blue respectively. There's much to say about the opening game pageantry every year of the Plus League. It's the first time since the inaugural Plus League season where the action is opening outside of Taipei Hepjing Gymnasium. The Braves have played in all 6, and the Pilots are now in their back-to-back, having been a finals participant in 2 straight seasons. On the Pilot side, Yergi Jaminos leads the squad, his personal 5th year here on the island of Formosa. With the Pilots. Look at the additions they've made during the offseason from left to right. It is Owen, Chen Jianshuang, Jonah Morrison, Tan Jilong. On the import side, it's William Artino and Cedric Milner Jr. Noteworthy as Artino in to boost the Pilots in their East Asia Super League campaign as well. As a naturalized player, he will not take up an import spot. Now, Cedric Milner Jr. will have to find out more about, as he's only played 1 professional career season overseas outside of his collegiate career, where he was a standout with Toledo, a 3-time MAC titles as a part of his career highlights. Well, Chen Jianshuang has a lofty reputation from the amateur ranks in high school and college, and Tan Jielong, or Jonah Morrison, haven't seen him, I believe, since the very first season of the Plus League, all the way back when he was a member of the Dreamers.
上季拿完冠军都还没好好享受到，然后就准备要新的赛季开始，所以我觉得今年赛季还是一样把冠军设一个目标，然后再拿一次冠军，然后再享受一次。 其实，在休赛季之前就是受伤的状态，所以多数在休赛季的时候是在养伤的状态。但我知道大家很关心我的运球这方面，所以我脚受伤，所以就是手部的训练就是当然多一些了。现在已经状况已经恢复差不多，已经快100%了，对，所以就现在都还蛮正常的在训练。没有年哥这次人算蛮好的，让我休赛季好好的休息。那准备赛季的时候，他又帮我好好的规划菜单，就吃的方面还有体能上的方面，对。
Justin Lu Zhixiang sharing that didn't have that much to celebrate during the offseason, wanted to really go crazy by winning back-to-back championship. As for questions about his maybe shaky handling of the basketball in parts last year, saying, well, he actually was nursing a hand injury, and with the offseason to heal, he will definitely be better, and almost 100% with that injured right hand. And as for the team trainer, Nienke has allowed him to take his time to heal and let the body recover. And he's going along with the off-season strength and conditioning program. And on the other side, it's the Taipei Fubon Braves. A lot of roster changes on their end. We'll just focus on the additions for tonight's action, starting left to right. That's Spencer Lin, Ling Junyou, in addition to drafting Jonathan Ninchekwu. And finally, Zheng Xiangjun returns to the Braves after 1 season abroad. And funny enough, he will be joined by Fighting Eagles teammate Femi Olujobi, going by a new Mandarin name. And of course, for tonight's action, they'll be featuring their guys from the East Asia Super League, Boatwright and Goodwin.
争取最后的冠军嘛。那我觉得今年就是把我们当做一个挑战者的身份，然后在不管是训练还是前面的例行赛，就是从个人跟团队的地方去做去年更不好的修正，把去年比较做不好的地方去做一些修正跟加强，然后让我们有这个能力跟养分去争取回我们属于我们的荣耀吧。对，我觉得也是因为今年是打职业生涯的第6年，所以有前面的一些跟洋将搭配的经验，让我在今年可以更快的去跟洋将做一些磨合跟沟通。那也透过在季前的一些跟韩国队、日本队的友谊赛，那也让我们以赛代训，然后去磨合出属于我们的打法，然后大家比较习惯的内容，然后去做出最好的化学效应，这样对。
On the other side, Captain Josh Tokoyu sharing that the goal is to win the championship every year. They do have a lot to improve on from last year's as individuals and as a team. And saying that the preseason was very helpful to get gel together with their imports. Over on the Brave side, Mbaye featuring a #1 jersey after double zeros last year. Next to Boatwright, Goodwin, Josh and number 11, KJ. Over on the pilot side, Ambi will start next to Alec Brown. Pauian, Lu Junshan as the 2 guards. Cedric Milner, their new face, will join the starting group in replacement of Travion Graham, who's got a left knee injury. The Pilots showing off a dramatically different, darker colored jersey, whereas the Braves with the baby blue, different trim on the shorts though. As crew chief Zhang Liyue will throw it up to open up our season in the direction of number 6 referee Mei Mingsen and Yo Haoping right now in the lead position on the baseline. Little handoff action in the backdoor to Justin Lu Junshan for an easy deuce to start the year off. Justin back-to-back regular season MVPs as Boatwright given a down screen. The shot is a little bit short. Justin on ball over to the low post. As they swing it around, Alec Brown left open from the corner and splashes it. Alec Brown, one of the more prominent scorers for the Pilots, even from the big position, a very good shooter, as in and out on the Brave side. Last year, Brown averaged 40% from beyond the arc, as underneath Justin again. Milner Jr. this time feeding from the left side. An early 7-0 lead for the Pilots. KJ on the down screen in space, but stuck in the paint now. Swung out to Josh with 4 seconds left. To Mo, bumped into, and they whistle as coming over to help was Ethan, just a beat late. So previously, the first score of the season. And again, the Braves, multiple bodies overloading the strong side, leaving them open on the backside. Now, last year's really standout rookie, Mbaye, but missing from a foot injury he sustained in the opening game last year. And I say a standout because Mbaye on the season in just 25 minutes averaged almost 11 points, and he was the Braves' leading scorer in the finals, 16 points per game on 59% true shooting. Now Milner giving it a try, hits back iron. Another chance for the Pilots. Over the head of Mbaye. Archie Goodwin will get it back on a handoff. Given some space though, as an early holding foul. Mo was going across the lane. Going off the baseline, scored 43 points in his debut with the Braves in the East Asia Super League action. Going to the cup and just rattling around for a Pilot's board. Justin probing, now firing away. That one rolls out. Here come the Braves in transition. Boatwright with Andy in front of him. Stripped, hanging on to it, and missing as the Braves swing it around. Still no good. Last season, the two teams played each other 8 times as all Plus League matchups. The Pilots able to win 5 out of the 8. But the Braves did have the best scoring differential as opposed to the other two teams in the Plus League at the time, the Steelers, and still with the Plus League, the Tainan TSG Ghost Hawks. Catch and shoot on the inbound. I don't think it caught the rim as Justin taps it away from the intended target of Josh. Nope. A lot of ball pressure on and a lot of close attention to Brown, who catches it through some contact. Screening for Justin, down low as Andy with a two-handed jam. Andy had a double-digit scoring game, I believe in Game 6 of the Plus League Finals, from Tsinghua University, who Tsinghua Wei coaches at, the color commentator on the Mandarin side. KJ spinning, good defense though, flipping it up for a miss. Looks like he'll stay with blue. Ethan stuck with it very well defensively, keeping his man in front of him. Down low, and it's Mbaye with a one-handed hammer. Andy handoff with Milner. It's a little bit slow on the roll as the Pilots swing to the left side. Justin loose with it, and easy takeaway. Approaching 7 minutes as a Goodwin, sweet move in the lefty finish. His 43 points is the best individual performance since Jamel Warney scored 45 a season ago, as Justin goes to the left hand. As for this season, Goodwin's score total is seconded by looks like we have a referee called a stoppage. And Ethan will head off. A little trickery on a baseline inbound play. That's why you want, if you back face the inbounder, you want to stand pretty close to the inbounder, so if he attempts that, the ball will just bounce out of bounds. Not be a viable inbound situation. Anyways, Xiaobai was replaced by Owen Chen Jiangshuang because he had a scratch. Goodwin misses on 2 attempts as here come the Pilots again. And counted. Justin slicing through. Drunko, head coach of Chinese Taipei, Tucci, is sitting on the baseline as the Pilots open up to a 13-6 lead on opening night here in Plus League's 6th season. Take a breather. We'll be back to the action after this.
掌声谢谢 Pilots Crew。接下来呢，也请各位这个选手们，我们要欢迎一个特别的来宾，他会跟大家来打招呼，请大家用热情来欢迎他。
The Pilots crew are now vacating the floor as the basketball boys will come on in. First, a shout out to Legislator Wong, sitting in the front row. We left off with a Justin and 1. So last year, this was the highest scoring series of the 4+ league teams, and the 6 possible matchup combinations. 103.4 points for the Pilots, 103 for the Braves. Goodwin floating it back to Mo. A one dribble step back shot. Chen Jianshuang has made it known that his physical conditioning is taking a step up as Justin put it on the rim, and a follow-up by Andy is good for 2. Now a 10-point lead for the Pilots as a Boatwright swings it to Goodwin. Now on the switch, Taoyuan flips it up for a miss. A cashed jumper from Alec Brown in the left corner, and Aaron Uyoran has seen enough. Timeout called by the Braves. Our camera from behind the basket. Nobody blocking out after the shot went up. Let's listen in. And the Jumpman ball cap is Beast Lin Zijie, who unfortunately in Game 7 fell on his wrist real awkwardly, caused some pretty severe damage to his right hand as Justin Lu Junxiang scored a fast break layup as William Martino will check into the game. It's a new look for the Pilots to feature a big body next to Alec Brown, who you mentioned before is a very sharp-shooting big. Previously, it was Julian Boyd, double team against Boatwright as he spins to try to find some space. And last year, Jaron Jones was the new face for the Pilots, who we've never seen. Julian Boyd previously played for the Dreamers. A spin as Artino underneath and finds the mark. Goodwin guarded by Jackie Lee Jiakong, and he's fouled on the shot. Get that jump pass and getting Mo in the air. Boatwright just a beat late with the help. The changes for the Braves as Jeff Wu and Femi Olujobi will come in, and countered by the Pilots as Milner and Jonah Morrison. Jonas spent the his previous stint with the New Taipei CTBC DEA. You can follow along with the statistics of this game, just like I am, at PLEAGUEofficial.com/game/662, or follow along PLEAGUEofficial.com. And the links will take you to this particular stream and this particular box score. Good win, 2 of 3. Femi Olujobi guarding Jonah. Martino feigns a screen as Jackie flips it to the corner. The lefty Owen clanks that one. Goodwin fouled and count it. I think that's the 3rd foul he's drawn so far in the game. Jackie already with 2 personal early on. In the early goings, Braves 11 points, Goodwin with 7 of them. They wall off Jackie's attack, and now the pilots from the right side, Milner and Jonah, can't figure out the spacing. How about Morrison from the right corner, airballs it, and Mo flips it to a Goodwin as they charge the other way. How about Jeff Wu with the triple? No, as Olujobi in some space. And again, boxing out problems leads to second chance points. How about Morrison from the other corner, too strong. Milner right away going at Chen Yowei, in and out. Brushing it out of bounds was Chen Jiangshuang. Little bobble by Jerry Chen Yowei as, again, finding the man, Goodwin, dumping it, and leaving Olujobi, who swishes it from the right corner. Braves closing in the gap. Was 10 earlier as an easy 2-man game. William Martino with the lay. From Chen Jiangshuang out of Oak Hill Academy, stateside. Stateside for me. Jump pass as Chen Yowei will be called for a travel, putting the feet down before the dribble. See, either Chen Yowei or Mbaye not maneuver the ball screen correctly. Flipped way over the head. Owen is left-handed. Need to be in the range of Martino. Two and a half minutes to go in the first. Number 0, Leitingen. Been with the Braves since 2019. Way out wide as they leave Chen Yowei wide open, short. Quickly the other way, and a block shot, no. They say it's off the backboard, as it looks like Cedric Milner will get a hand to get back up. There's Olu Joby running that help defense. Chen Xiangjun will check into the game. Pass to Leitinga. Bingo from the left corner. Cutting back door and fouled on the dunk attempt. Good counterplay by the Pilots against the double team. They try to ambush on the right wing of the Pilots and pass out of trouble, and finding the open cutter, who usually stations in the corner. See Jonah deliver to the spot more so than an actual player. Chen Xiangjun did pretty good to get back on defense. It was a beat too late at a high arcing free throw. Drops in for Cedric Milner. Fire Records, born in Little Rock, Arkansas. Puts the Pilots up by 7. Olujobi slips, now in some trouble as Boatwright starting attack from 45 feet out, and good. Downing a 3 after his 5 makes in the East Asia Super League game, where the Braves went to overtime against the B.LEAGUE champion Utsunomiya Brex. That foul will have the Pilots inbound out of the sidelines. Now in his 6th season, one of the 2 Pilots from the original Plus League team, Guan Dayo will swing it to Artino, skipping it to the corner. Milner going baseline and fouled, and no, he stepped on the baseline. So he followed along. October 26, 2024 was the opening day of Plus League's previous season. The Pilots slugged it out against the Braves and won 84-74 as the Braves give it right back. Top scorer for the Braves, Jordan Hamilton, had 21 points, but did not finish the season with them. Wandayo looking for Artino. He's pushed from behind, and free throws coming up. In that game, Mbaye was filling the stat sheet, but he hurt his foot in the 4th quarter and was out until March 8th. So that's, at least you can count a 5-month gap for him. The Braves could have used him and actually might have sniffed that first place, as Artino tried his hands before going to the free throw line, and can't go now. He'll have to make the adjustment. He does look a lot leaner than his days with the Lioneers, and even before that with the Ghost Hawks when they're in the now defunct T1 basketball league. Second chance for the Braves as Olujobi now sets the screen for Leitinga. Taoyuan tries the 3 again. That was the lowest opening day score at 158 combined points. Alec Brown overshoots it, and maybe he needs to wipe off some sweat. The previous low was the inaugural season of 175 points between the Braves and Dreamers. 89-86, which was last year's Game 7 final mark. Taoyuan will head to the bench. 0 for 4 so far in his night, but a long season left. Josh starts the handoff game. Flare screen and two-man game with Boatwright as he pulls the trigger. Got it. With 5 seconds left, Guandayo trying to take on Jeff, and look what I found. A little bit of daylight and a lay-in as the Braves close the gap. Find themselves down by 3 against the now defending Plus League champion Taoyuan Pauian Pilots from their home. The first quarter is in the books. Let's take a break before seeing the action resume in the second.
是我们的 Shooting Cam， 欢迎各位乘客们跟着我们的弹幕，找到你的妹妹，一起投出最神准的3分球。现在是亚瑟式的 Shooting Cam， 妹妹拿出你的3分球，投出你最神准的3分球，非常好，进球，超神准，非常好。哦，乘客照到你了，投出我们最神准的3分球，进球，好球，非常好，感谢这位乘客，跟着我们一起挑战。投出，好球，进球啦！真是太神准啦！美女，美女，投出你的3分球。哦，这位乘客，找到你了，看向我们的大荧幕，就是你，投出我们的3分球。投球，滴滴投球，进球，好球！我们的委员投出我们的3分球，投球，太准了，非常好，感谢我们的王世坚委员，谢谢。
谢谢我们各位乘客，谢谢王委员，太精彩的投篮了。好了，10秒之后呢，我们要回到比赛的现场，要进行我们第2节的比赛。各位乘客，让我们继续一起来加油，捍卫桃园。
Welcome back to the broadcast. Be sure to leave a like if you're watching on YouTube. The highlight package before we get the action underway again. Going to back-to-back regular season MVP and now a finals MVP, Justin Lu Junxiang, with a team-high 9 points in the first quarter. Only taking 1 3-point attempt. 4 or 6 from 2-point range. And a free throw on the and one. Taoyuan to Archie Goodwin. Ball screen from Mo. It's Guandayo's turn as a flip over the top and touched out by the Pilots. Speaking of last year's opening day, the Braves only 3 of 28 from 3-point range. As Goodwin found 13 feet, no good. Tonight, so far, 4 for 11 beyond the arc. Already more makes in total. Over the top, they call him the Senchi Xiaobai, or the amazing Xiaobai. Scoop layup. He led the finals last year with a 5.1 assist, trying to find that jump shot. As on the second effort, Olujobi over the top and nothing but net. Braves that opening game also had 22 turnovers. Well, the Pilots, 36% from 2, really forced out, and 10 misses at the free throw line. Explains their low score in total as Artino hooks it in with the left hand. 4-point game as Olujobi sizes up Alec Brown. He's feeling it. Another triple for him, and the Pilots need to put more pressure on number 7, changing his Mandarin name from Tiemi when he was a Steeler to now Fami, which is the word for fly. Justin Turnover not on the same page with Ethan. Just a simple blow-by, and Archie Goodwin a little bit too deep with the help. Not to say it's his fault, it's just if you wanted to affect the shot, you need to take a step out further from the basket. Man slips as the Pilots get a takeaway. They have numbers. Guandayo, a no-looking pass from Brown as Artino drops it in. The Pilots have taken advantage of some of their transition opportunities. Based on the handy-dandy Plus League website, they have 7 fast break points to the Braves' 0. Not all fast breaks are the same, as Olujobi almost blew by Artino, the only resorting to a foul. Here you see Brown spin around, add some flair to that one. Andy will come into the game along with Cedric Milner, it looks like. Goodwin flips it to Mbaye. Right dribble, pull up, almost, as Goodwin flips it to a Pilot. Again in transition, Justin to Brown in the left corner, got it. Pilots creating a little bit of breathing room. 9 minutes left in the first half. Double team, Goodwin, or no, Olujobi, excuse me, as Leitingen provides the relief under the hoop. Leitingen started half of the games for the Braves last year, playing in all 24, but fouls as Ethan was going to the cup. Olujobi's long arms does help him get out of double team situations like that. Pauian this offseason signed an extension with the Pilots that'll carry through 2029, so the 28-29 season. Alongside of number 10, new name, Ling Mingwei. Or Wayne to our English viewing audience. And others. There's a switch for the Pilots, and the Braves, ball slows down, but Goodwin left wide open, a line drive miss. Deflected on the pass, Josh deflected again, as our audience gets to feel the molten basketball. Molten basketball, BG 4550, 4,550 being used. As Boatwright contested triple, 2 bounces and out. So far on the game, the Pilots holding the Braves to a sub 35% from the field. Milner working with Alec Brown. He's got Boatwright in some space. Shot clock counting down. Wow! Connecting on that 3 ball as the Pilots surge to 41-33 on the scoreboard. It's only the second made 3 by the Pilots on the game. How about Leitingen? No answer. Actually, the Pilots' 3rd 3. Brown made a couple. Not going Andy's way. Got Brown from the mid-post, spinning into a double. Might have been tapped as the fight for the ball goes out of bounds. We'll stay with orange. We appreciate you tuning in. And a shout out to the CPBL in Game 4 of the Taiwan Series, the Championship Series for the Baseball League here. As we're getting our first look at one of the new Braves, Spencer Lin, checking in, guarding Justin, as underneath, Milner with another and one. Bonus free throw coming up as the Braves kind of lull to sleep on the baseline out of bounds play. Just a missed assignment and a tap of the arm. Extra credit. One thing's for sure, Milner has got a very sweet stroke at the free throw line. Good one, tricky footwork, bounced out of bounds and off of blue. Trying to make something happen and had a little bit of a crease. Pilots help defenders. Want to poke that one loose. Now Spencer on Ethan. Out of Palo Alto, you might have heard of that place. The Bay Area. Ethan, contested layup, swirls around as Amdi can't finish, and another foul by the Braves. Mbaye calls the troops over, and they want to talk it over. Pilots able to get dribble penetration, especially coming from that left side. Will throw the defense off as Amdi almost a made dunk. Another substitution as maybe Boatwright can use a breather. Olujobi will take his place. And Jackie in for Justin. The proud centers from Senegal. Amdi gets the bounce. His personal career highs.
Okay, one shot, rebound.
14 points, 18 rebounds in different games, but those are impressive marks. Almost got 20 in the East Asia Super League game, rattles that one out. Three-man game. Olujobi starts a handoff with Josh, now turns it around, in some trouble. Jokoy launches and connects. Josh last year, a 27% three-point shooter. Needs that mark to draw. How about Jackie? He counters. And with that, Pilots find themselves up by a dozen as we have a timeout on the floor.
好的，我们看到我们大荧幕呢，也恭喜各位乘客一起完成了3份任务。谢谢我们应援好伙伴，波浪咖啡要送给大家 EX 双倍浓烈咖啡100瓶。谢谢波浪咖啡。
Follow the Plus League English Instagram account at P.LEAGUE_EN for more content. New jerseys that the Pilots crew are featuring now, after their now classic air stewardess to open the game. Don't know what they're looking for though. Braves down by a dozen. Will walk it up. Ojobi slips it to Goodwin, but the Pilots, a lot of defensive attention, stayed on that right side of the floor. Didn't make that pass easy. Now, the two teams have played a lot of basketball leading up to this opening game in the regular season, but no Plus League preseason games. Their competitive game was in the East Asia Super League at the same venue. Milner, close misses. Andy gobbles up that board, looking for some space. Ethan, back to Brown, not clean on the catch. Down low, Milner with the left hand. Very, very efficient, very accurate, close to the basket. 12 points on his night. His second debut with the Pilots, we'll say, after playing in the East Asia Super League. Olujobi with the arc. He now has 12 as they counted. Another Sen Chi Xiaobai moment. I don't know if anything will top Mai Sang-Soo back in Hsinchu, or ants climbing the tree branches. A tough way to start for Spencer. A pretty solid foul. And Ethan, maybe that touches the glass too. He's kind of saving that expression, but he amazed himself, I have to think. No on the roll, and a scramble for the board, won by the Pilots. Milner, dribble pull-up, hits. The vice mayor actually a little bit of a goof as he started to say Rakuten in Mandarin, of course, but the Rakuten baseball team playing drive away in Taoyuan, hosting the brothers, have a 1-0 lead tonight. The game taking place same time as our Plus League regular season opener. Ethan in some space, flips it up, got it. The Braves, having used both their timeouts, need to dig themselves out of this hole. 7 points for Ethan here in the first half as Goodwin going up against Jackie. Got him a couple times already. They switched real quickly as Mbaye, turnaround jumper, easy. Oh, with that 205 height, he's a pretty sweet shooter. As deflected pass, Andy hangs on to it. Milner in the two-man as a blocking foul heading toward the sidelines. Will be more Pilots free throws. The Braves join the Pilots in East Asia Super League competition. And look, Mbaye, those long arms too, make it real tough on the defense as Ethan even threw a little bit of contact. Because I bring that up as, look at the Pilots last season, they played 50 games. Spanning 8 foreign countries or regions or territories, whatever you say. 31 in the Plus League, 8 in the East Asia Super League, where they ended up being the runners-up to the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Couldn't beat them in 3 tries. The Dragonflies just had their number. They also were the runners-up in the BCL Asia East, but that was good enough to qualify them for BCL Asia, where they played 3 more games. over a lot further west than here. A lot of plane flights, a lot of traveling. Well, the Braves already played against Utsunomiya and have 5 more games in the group stage. Ball getting loose as Olu Jobi working on number 25, Lington. How about out to Mo? Wide open 3, almost. And a foul on the defense. The Pilots looking around for answers. They're going to say it's on Lington or Ken. Well, that's one way to get into the game. So Braves, a baseline out of bounds on the loose ball. Well, we're not going to find out from that camera angle. Mo tries the 3 again, but not close. KJ on Milner. As Lington screens, frees up some good space. Milner on the deck as he was fouled. I don't know if it was Olu Jobi with the hands or Mo on the back end with the block. I think it is on Olu Jobi. He did put his hands to Milner's chest as he was driving. Our first time getting a look at with the new name, Ling Mingwei. Used to go by Ling Ziwei. He's been a pilot since 2022. Perhaps the most bountiful draft of Taiwan basketball, where the Pilots selected 1st, 3rd, and 4th in the first round, and also picked up Lin Ziwei in the 2nd round. The Pilots crew has added a few more Korean cheerleaders. They're around tonight, and they will be in future Pilots games if you would honor us with your presence. So a 60-point first half for the Pilots. Olu Jobi on a kind of modified elevator. His 3 is up, very close. And Owen will push it up ahead. Braves conceding the switch, almost a steal by Olu Jobi, and the Pilots give it away. Look what I found, Lington to Artino. Whistle, and the Pilots' 3rd foul of the quarter. The referees will converge for a meeting. Well, after the Braves turned around their form in the first quarter, this second quarter has been pretty much all Pilots. A 34-point frame with a couple of minutes to go. They are 12 of 15 from the field as a block shot. And through traffic, Umbaye gets the hoop and the harm. That's what it took. A second effort play and incredible balance and body control by Umbaye. Hitting 2 Pilots on his way. So that's not good offense. That's just an individual's talent. Milner's 2nd personal. If you live here in Taiwan, you know it's been raining for more than a week now. Today is really the first day of relief from precipitation. Umbaye so far 8 points, 6 rebounds, make it 9 points. Yergi not so happy with how the scores table is. And I think the referees. Well, the scores table is commissioned by the home team. So maybe he has his general manager to talk to, as now an illegal screen called by the trailing referee. And the temperature dialed up here. The camera is not giving us the best clue. Well, still with a 18-point lead, Pilots have growing frustrations now. Well, let's see how they do without calling a timeout. Taoyuan holding as Goodwin goes up against Artino. Good defense, and Milner with an incredibly skied rebound, and a scramble for the basketball will be a held ball. Now the Pilots call their timeout after almost a stop. So as mentioned, the Pilots now in their third season with Travion Graham. As you see, the usage rate of some of their more prominent ball handlers, Graham leads, or second leads the imports, that is, 24%. That means he either takes the shot or commits the turnover on 24% of the plays. Justin, even a tick higher, 26.7. Their point guard, Pauian, 13.2. Now he does assist the most on the Pilot squad in his tenure on a per game basis. Back on October 8th, the two teams combined their efforts for the East Asian Super League Taipei opener. Braves played the 6:30 game and won in overtime, 107-105. Taoyuan hit basically a full court buzzer beater layup. By that I mean he dribbled the full length of the court. And we mentioned Boatwright, we mentioned Goodwin. Well, Mbaye, 25 points on 20 field goal attempts, super efficient. That was really where the excitement on the night lied. Milner going all the way and coast to coast on Taoyuan. That's kind of what I was talking about. Yeah, good way to go at it of a timeout, because the Pilots handled the Ryukyu Golden Kings 94-80 after besting them in the Final Four in Macau last year in the semis by a board. The Pilots rotate, and a travel called against KJ, just crashing into Artino, and impressive to knock down the big man. The Pilots blocked the Golden Kings 6-1. Artino and Brown each accounted for 2, and I think that's where you see the benefits of playing Alec Brown alongside another big who can kind of hold up the likes of Jack Cooley and Alec Kirk. Actually don't have that many lumbering bigs in the Plus League, at least to open the season. As Chen swung just off. Looks like Olujobi brushed that one out of bounds. Pilots also benefited that besides Vic Law and local star guard, Okinawa star guard, Kishimoto, another layup underneath on a baseline out of bounds. Aaron cannot be happy with that. They were 6 for 10. The rest of the squad, 1 for 14 beyond the arc. The Japanese teams, the B-League teams, only 30% from 3. Braves and Pilots both 50% from three. Bae with speed dunks it on him. Caught Artino trying to jump the pass. A little bit more run for Li Mingwei. As Chen Jiasong finding a crease, could not get the shot up. Now the Braves charging down in transition. KJ flips it up. No good, as another offensive board for the Braves. This is really their best offense. Just trying again. Their 13th offensive rebound. Deflected pass right to Olujobi. And blocked by Artino and out of bounds. It will be Pilots basketball. And the Pilots elect to call their second timeout. No more stoppages as we have 17 seconds left in the first half. That one's even more egregious as the Pilot wide open, and there you see Bae not even getting up as high as I've seen him, but that's what those long arms will do. Well, William Martino's journey in Taiwan basketball started with the Dreamers in the ABL days, now a defunct basketball organization, then to the Ghost Hawks, the Lioneers for a couple of seasons, and now with the Pilots, making his second appearance and his first back in the Plus League. Artino was the naturalized player for Chinese Taipei, representing them in the 2022 Asian Games, where they ended up in 4th place. Kind of a surprising finish for them. He also played in all 7. Let me check these notes. All 7 of Chinese Taipei's FIBA games in that stretch. Well, maybe what propelled him was a stint in Indonesia, where he was on the first team and all defensive first teams. Brown back in. Quick fire 3 is airballed, and he puts his hands on the jersey again. He must have called the ball out of bounds, and Yergi looking for a substitution. Pilots actually bring in some more size, as Artino might have undid his shoes. They have themselves putting pressure on Goodwin. Ball on the deck, and doesn't get off a clean look. Trying to dribble through a couple of Pilots, not an easy task. Well, the first half is now in the books. Pilots up by 20 over their finals opponent. As stick around, we have Aaron Yang Zhenlei, who will provide a halftime interview. The Pilots, looking back on last season, won 16 out of the 17 Player of the Weeks, 3 of the 6 Player of the Months, 10 of the 27 Plus League regular season awards, including the Statistics Awards.
Okay, Coach. Coming in as a reigning champion, what is the key focus for your team to face these openers, especially playing in front of the home crowd?
I mean, the first is be working on defense. I think that we got too many mistakes on the offensive rebound, too many second chance points. This didn't allow us maybe to play with the best rhythm that we can. That's true that the 5-on-5 situations we attack good, but always is try to be solid from the defense. We know the players that they can shoot well. Idea is don't allow them to be on the game.
Okay, compare with defense. Actually, your team offense is solid during the second half, during the first half. So how do you plan on keep that momentum going for the rest of the game?
Let's see what they adjust on defense. For sure, they will prepare something different. Maybe the zone, maybe switch. They were not switching too much, only sometimes. On this, it's about be ready to read what they are going to do, but especially keep solid on defense. Where, like I say, I mean, we've been good. We deny some shots. I think that maybe with Femi, we give some shot, really tough shot he make after dribble. Big credit to Femi, but this is the point.
Thank you very much. Thank you.好，我们刚刚访问到卡米诺斯教练呢，特别提到了就是在主场第一场的开幕战，在这么多的球迷面前比赛，他说在第一节感觉起来球员有一点点放不开，稍微犯了一点错误，不过慢慢的从防守当中慢慢来调整。那再来呢，在第二点他讲到了球员的进攻其实目前看起来还不错，那当然下半场呢可能会做多一点的尝试，不过他特别点名了对方的 Femi 就是菲米打得特别的好，有一些的 tough shot。看样子在下半场，他们应该会做出一些改变在防守上面会针对对方状况好的球员来做出一些调整。这是以上访问到的是卡米诺斯，我们休息一下，广告之后回来。
掌声谢谢 P.LEAGUE Crew。好的，现场球迷朋友们，我们再次欢迎我们桃园市的大家长。
It's halftime here from Taoyuan Arena, home of the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots. more dignitaries in the audience, as the home squad has looked strong after one half of play against their finals opponent that went 7. Now, victories and losses all count the same, as the Taoyuan Mayor Zhang waves at the audience. And for our cameras, the Pilots in the first 6 games won by double digits in every one, and a net of 43 points. As to the Braves, who won by single digits, a net of 12 in their victories. There's the halftime statistics from tonight's game. Pilots up by 20, as you can see, and ahead in the rebounding department, despite the Braves so effective on the offensive rebounding side. That's really the only place where they're making any hay. And by my count, they have 13 to 9 defensively, so I guess they're not locking things down enough either. And both teams with 8 turnovers apiece, and the Pilots leading with 15 to 8 in the assist department. Looking back at last year, the Braves' greatest mark against them was allowing 64 points in the paint against the Pilots. Also here in Taoyuan Arena. And I bring that up because according to the stat sheet I was handed, they have so far allowed 42 while only scoring 16. That rate cannot continue if the Braves want any hope in the second half. They really look lost defensively, and their victory against Utsunomiya might belie the problems that they're having, as they allowed 95 points to the Brex in regulation in a 40-minute game at that in East Asia Super League. The Pilots, even with their new additions, mixing into the rotation a little bit with a big lead. We presume that happen even more as the citizens of Taoyuan go to visit the legislator, more so than the mayor. What's up with that? As you saw, the Pilots are killing it from two-point range, 22 of 30. So many of those are layups. Looking at a shot chart from the P.LEAGUE website, pleagueofficial.com/game/662. It's even actually a little bit hard to even find the Pilots' missed layups on the graph, whereas the Braves, on their hand, have a little bit more trouble finishing inside the paint. Based on hot zones, only 40%, 7 of 18, is really not going to do it, as when you're that close to the basket, either you're open or you should be able to also have putbacks from that range. But the Pilots' combination of Willie Martino and Alec Brown manning the inside, and with the help defense of their teammates, have forced the Braves to overall a low percentage. The only thing going for the Braves realistically is the volume of shots attempted. They've attempted 48 to the Pilots' 42. But being down on the scoreboard is being down in the scoreboard. Well, the Braves last year are making a big change with their imports, as they commission all players with attacking capabilities with the basketball, all with pretty good mobility, but not the more sturdy size that they had with their guys last year. We'll go to break and be back after the following messages.
今年最新的环节啊！恭喜我们姓名吴泽汉，我们看到抽奖联，哎呦，没有编号，但是电话尾数是486。他想对飞行员说加油。泽汉在现场吗？泽汉如果在现场呢，要跟我们的记录台人员来报道。 泽汉如果等等没有跟我们工作人员报道的话，我们就会进行下一轮的抽签。 好的，谢谢泽汉，恭喜泽汉获得我们棉豆皮一组，会在赛后来颁奖。好，我们看到我们场边啊，这个王委员已经一堆粉丝找他合照啦。这是今天台南最美的风景。在这欢迎呢，我们坚哥王世坚委员来到现场。
Y'all say that your pockets are big. I'd rather say that I'm pop mixed with big. You're looking at a microphone rocker, old rocker. That's why we walking awkward. You dig? Slaughterhouse is a place to be seen, and we got what it takes to rock the mic. We gon' take it back to where niggas was rocking right. We gon' take it back, fuck with me. Not tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. We gon' take it back to where niggas was
Focus is the theme of the Plus League regular season. The long lines for the legislators' photo op continue next to Chen Ziwei, excuse me. In the lead up to the Plus League regular season on October 19th, we had the referee and coaches meeting. I'm sure they would have a lot more to discuss. A few days later, the Plus League announced that they would amend the rules with the registration and active roster maxing out at 16 players. It used to be 14, and now they say we're just going to do away really with the difference of active rosters. Only 3 imports are allowed to be registered, and if you unregister an import or any player, they have to be out for 1 month to be reinstated. There is no registration deadline. That is an interesting note. And the import salary has been amended to
看了一下
for the 3
目前现在上半场球队的状况好像并没有调整的特别好，哪边需要调整，在下半场做出反应。
主要在防守啦，我们让他太多简单的 easy layup， 然后很多的禁区得分，差距太大。那在防守的部分上，我们现在希望在下半场可以有一些不同的调整。对，
以菲米的状况看起来好像还不错，怎么样使用它？有没有什么样的策略？
菲米我们就是让他有一点 open call 的打法比较多一点点，然后在组合的时候可以让阿奇跟菲米有一些多一点的组合，跟我们本土有一点多一点连接，我相信他不会有太大问题。
谢谢永仁，下半场继续加油。好，这是在勇士队这边所做出的调整，我们休息一下，广告之后回来。
好的，现在请我们全场此刻球迷朋友们从从容容的回到座位上。剩下1分钟，第3节就要来了。
To the limit, we gon' take it to the top. We ain't never giving up, we ain't never gonna stop to the very last second till we're running out the clock.
也再次的感谢我们所有的长官，今天都来到我们开幕战。好的，15秒之后呢，我们要进入第3节的比赛。第3节比赛即将开始。第3节比赛。
You're watching the Plus League's Season 6 opening game, opening day here from Taoyuan, where the Braves have been a participant in every single Plus League opening day, but on a 2-game losing streak as Josh losing the handles. A couple of pilots forward as Seljuk Milner, an easy layup. Not the start that Aaron was looking for. Their record, 2 wins, 3 losses. And their scoring has been going down ever since the 21-22 opener of 108. Hand on the back. Foul by the Pilots. That goes 108. I believe that was against the Dreamers. 102 against the Lioneers. 89 against the Kings. And last year's 74 against the Pilots. But we won't tell any more of that matchup. The big hole to climb out of as Archie Goodwin going with a reverse after the spin. Was a standout in the Braves East Asia Super League's first regular season game. Easy blow by Justin and hanging in the air with a lefty finish. Justin really featured very good finishing. Boatwright coaxes a foul out of Amdi. Going to look at Mbaye closing out. And Boatwright maneuvered around. That puts Justin at 11 points on the night. Following up a East Asia Super League group stage game where he led the Pilots with 24 points. Missed on the free throw, and he grabs the board. Tough shot from the corner. Josh slicing through, floats it up. No good. Braves have missed their share of floaters as well. Showing off a zone as Justin from the right corner wedges it. Well, good news for them, it will stay with the Pilots. Ethan will try his hand at a 3. That's off. Easy takeaway, and a little cookie for Justin, whose Instagram is Little Cookie. Or I guess it's Small Cookie. Same. On the switch, Boatwright just shoots over Andy. Swing it to the right side. As Andy at the high post to Milner with the space and the cash. And the Braves call timeout. Things have not really turned around to start the third quarter. A 9-3 Pilots run. The champions are looking for a hot start here at home.
跳的最卖力，就有机会空姐手中的达美乐披萨兑换券哦。跟着空姐跳出我们69卢俊祥的应援曲，被拍到的乘客热情的跳起来，跟着游民。这位乘客非常好，拍到你了，可以站起来跟着一起跳哦。跟着海丽一起跳起来。
The next game is Wednesday, October 29th. The Pilots will take on the TSG Ghosthawks. A special Sunday opener instead of a Saturday-Sunday start to the season, as we've had traditionally. And traditionally, that honors belonged to the now defunct Steelers. Will not continue their 0-4 Sunday opening game sequence. No, trying to squeeze some space for Archie Goodwin. And he's swallowed up by a block shot. And it will be Pilots basketball. Goodwin got his hands to his forehead. Kind of got a hearty smack.
Let's go, Pilots! Let's go, Pilots!
They settle into a box and one with Goodwin guarding Alec Brown. Ethan, bad fundamentals and will give it up. Well, one of the compliments we could pay Aaron, last season's 15 wins, 9 losses represents a 62.5 win percentage. And guess what? Foul before the shot attempt. It was Amdy trying to stay in front of Boatwright. Well, his predecessor, Roger, in 4 seasons that the Braves played in the Plus League, a 60% winning percentage. Even a hair above his predecessor. Last year, they called Aaron the executive head coach. Boatwright, jumper on the way, short, and Brown collects. One of the things that might have led to that decision is the Braves missing the Plus League playoffs the one and only time. Down low to Brown through contact, put it on target. He'll have to earn it from the line. The Braves try to swarm him with that low positioning, but very handsy defense. Well, they made Alec Brown try to earn it. Well, at least you can say they had some fight on that defensive possession. Brown shooting touches not as good as we remember it, at least for tonight. But still creates a lot of space for the team. Hey, he's leading the Pilots with 4 dimes. Any way to get it done. And the 1-for-2 trip puts the lead at 25. 25 for the year of 25. Josh, jump pass to Goodwin. His 3 good. Carries it from the left wing as the Pilots try to figure out this Braves defense. Justin through contact and a foul call. He'll have to earn it from the line. Going at Goodwin on the switch. And it's Archie Goodwin Jr.'s first personal. Justin, in the year of 2024, signed an extension with the Pilots through the 28-29 season. That puts him even with Guan Dayo and Baiaoten. Goodwin falls down relatively safely as he found a crease. Kind of a longer run for the starters of both teams. Goodwin in 2013 was the second youngest player of that NBA draft to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Spent time with Phoenix, and his last stop was in the CBA's Jiangsu. Back to the box and 1 as Brown hands off. Milner almost picked. Now he's got some space. Pilots swing it around, and Braves foul. Josh took a shot, and maybe Justin fell a little hard. I'm looking up at the stands, and the Pilots fans not so happy with a lack of calls until the very end. That's why you do your push-ups, kids. You build up a little bit of mass in the front of the body. As part of his MVP season, Justin scored 17.9 points per game. Splits of 40, 32, and 71. 2.3-point and free throws, as finally we have substitutions on the Pilot side. Tough finish for Archie Goodwin. Jackie even sticking through the Euro steps. Left open on the wing. He buries it. Make from Lee Jiakang. Oh, once again, build the Pilots' big lead. Josh open from the left corner. Got it. Real quick here. 1 point shy of double digits as Ethan hit on the dribble. I need a replay to see if that dribble was still active or did he begin his steps. See, previously, Goodwin even clutch on that layup. When Jackie says 3 is more than 2. He's open again. How about another? It looks like the referees are giving a warning to Willie Martino. Loose ball foul means the Braves are at the free throw line. By building on what is so far a 12-point effort tonight. Also from Senegal. He and Tunza University Griffins have won now, is my count right? 4 straight collegiate titles? Or is it 5? It's kind of hard to keep track of after all these years. Brown with a little bit of space. A nice counter on the baseline over Olujobi. Alec Brown also spent time with the Phoenix Suns. Braves take it away though as Goodwin finishes through a lot of contact. And there's physicality everywhere, and I'm sure both coaches are not happy, even if there's 9 fouls so far on the quarter. Owen holds up Olujobi as here come the Braves. Brown having an issue with the officials out there. And I think Yergi is, besides sending in some substitutions, eagerly waiting the replay. Will head off. Well, deserve a bit of rest right now. Goodwin leading the Braves with 20 points. Also has been on the floor the most. Taoyuan waiting to come in for the Braves. And I don't believe it's for number 10. Braves, after that miss, 11 of 14 from the line. Taoyuan in for Lai Tingan. The Braves close it to 20 points. Morrison brush screen. Now a handoff with Milner. They jump him with 2, and he's hit. Olujobi called for the foul by the trailing official, and his hands were way down. His claim, as he's now saying, is how much ball did I get?
2 shots.
Definitely not vertical. But again, he's right. If you get basketball, you should be given leeway. Milner Jr. in his collegiate bio shared that he was a receiver in high school of American football. Boy Wonder on the screen as Goodwin, a bucket from the outside. Here you see 24 points, only 2 trade balls. They're looking Artino's way, guarded by Chen Xiangqun. And bad offense conducted by the Pilots. Get an offensive 3-second call. He fires a 3. I think it grazed the rim, if that's any consolation. Pilots trying to find some offensive rhythm with this unit. Skip to Jackie, fires away from the left corner, and Artino looking for some help, falling out of bounds as Morris and Owen in a ball screen. And a push foul by Olujobi was not patient to the end. He and Artino were engaged and entangled for a lot of that offensive possession. Well, this quarter has certainly thrown the cadence of this game way down. On the bench, on the Brave side, I believe that is Troy Glenwater. Not registered for this game's action. A block shot by Jiang Suang, and here come the Pilots with some space. Jackie throwing it up and in. Kind of a late layup, and that threw off the Braves defense. Also featured just a second ago was Aaron Jaramapour, the Iranian national team big, as Artino now fouling Goodwin with the 3-point attempt. Taking a look at Chen Yue, usually is so good going through his opponent physicality-wise. And then Jackie, after taking the bump, Jovi didn't want to reach down on that possession. 3 personal fouls. Artino's got 3. As number 10 takes more free throws. Pilots on the quarter have taken 10 free throws, but only making 6. Braves, now this is free throw 11 and 12 coming up. Chen Jiangsuang's struggles as the Pilots' backup point guard continue. Still trying to find how to attack the defense, trying to find how to get his teammates open. Jeff Wu finally touching the rock. As he walks into a 3-pointer, no. Benny Boatwright off the front iron. Olujobi going, spinning. Can't finish through Artino's D. And dodgeball won by the Pilots. Definitely frustration. Boatwright had a close one. Olujobi thought there was contact on his attempt.
Let's go, Pilots! Let's go, Pilots!
Jerry picks Chen Jiangshuang and an excuse me foul. That play ended a lot further from that. Referees will go to the monitor, a possible upgrade. Chen Jiangshuang diving for the basketball, but if you cross the offensive player at around the knees, that's always a dangerous situation. Certainly could compliment him for hustling for the basketball. Of the Pilots, 13 turnovers, 4 have come from number 4. Chen Jiangshuang not featuring the right number on the website, excuse me. Really know how much contact Taoyuan really made with the basketball on that first move. So it will be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike. A little bit of bad luck for the Pilots. If you're not enjoying it behind your phone or television set, the fans. The explanation is the foul occurred as there are no defenders or Pilots in the way to the basket. Taoyuan last season was a 70% free throw shooter. Now a counter that is technically correct. There was no Pilot between Taoyuan and the basket. The rule is supposed to apply if it's more or less a take foul, and not just any foul, which in that case was Chen Jiangshuang appearing to go for the basketball. Olujobi hopping and being blocked out of bounds. 3.7 left on the shot clock for the Braves. We've so far cut it down to a 17-point deficit. You see Artino patient and not taken to the air. And it looks like Boatwright could not get it off. A shot clock violation by Blue. One thing that made the Pilots' finals run impressive is between games 3, which they lost, and game 4, also back at Hoping Gymnasium, they had to fly all the way to Ulaanbaatar. Justin missing with the runner, and Artino just falling out of bounds. Just a team rebound for the Braves. Don't think they'll issue a turnover. By the way, the Pilots did also win in Ulaanbaatar to stay undefeated in BCL Asia East group stage. Olujobi with a mid-range cash. about Jackie from the elbow. As Chen maybe had more to do with that rebound. Is Justin with the English, with the soft touch. Morrison trying to apply pressure to Boatwright. Now Artino switched onto him. Ball going back. 11 on the shot clock. One of the bigger blowouts of the series was Game 6. Pilots had 48 points in the paint, the most in the series, and held the Braves to just 67 that night. Game 7 was a very exciting, close affair, though. We'll get to that coming up. 2-for-1 opportunity for the Pilots. Owen. As Justin trying to look for some space. Braves recover and switch back. Jonah from 3. It's in, and a whistle. The 3 is good, and it looks like we have a foul on the rebound and 2 free throws coming up. That's Olujobi's 4th, trying to battle it out with Willie Martino. Jonah getting to know the future Zhang Liyue better. Martino trying to simplify, but no success on that free throw. Olujobi faking one out, and an easy coast-to-coast. Pilots had men ahead as Artino flips it up, and 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Free throws pending. Pilots marching toward the century mark. Looking back at Willie Martino's plus league career, unfortunately for him, only a 46% free throw shooter. Olujobi passing it out of trouble. How about KJ? Open from the left corner? No. 2 seconds left as Taoyuan also no. So the Braves make a run at it in the third quarter, but still trail far behind the champion Taoyuan Pauian Pilots.
各位常客，刚刚开不开心？在我左手边的是我们的那言，在右手边的是我们的玉娜。今天呢，我们也有准备了一首歌要来送给我们的来访客队。这首歌的歌名叫做《乖乖歌》，大家可以仔细的听，然后跟着空姐们一起拍手，就有机会获得空姐们手中的乖乖哦。那就现在让我们一起听喽，拍手拍手，左边右边拍手。我们是银行业 ，Win Win 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 Win， 非常好，我们今天要拿下我们的胜利 ，Win！ 感谢各位常客，也谢谢 Pilots Crew， 然后可以得到我们空姐手中的乖乖。
谢谢若彤，谢谢 Pilots Crew。恭
Thanks for tuning in to the Plus League's 6th opening night. The league starting because of COVID-19, where the Taipei Fubon Braves and back then the Formosa Taishing Dreamers needed a domestic league to play in because of travel restrictions. The Pilots were one of those teams, as Benny Boatwright was trying to squeeze his way to an open opportunity, and Jonah Morrison's first personal foul. Ojobi guarded by Jackie now. Misses on the shot. A kickball situation. It's Guandayo's turn to run point. Played in 23 out of the 24 regular season games. Started 10 of them, in fact. A lot of them in the second half of the season for Guandayo, and second half of the season overall. Alley-oop attempt, but Taoyuan snuffed it out. Up ahead to Jeff Wu. His jumper has always looked good, but his accuracy has really not followed him. Last year took a big step up at 34%. Back row to Justin. To the corner. Jackie, quick fire three, in and out. Jeff passes and cuts to the other corner. On his way down, banks it home. Martino with a low post touch, trying to test Ojobi, and had a crease down the baseline, but spun away from the basket. Trying to swing his hips around as Benny Boatwright short. Tough take by Justin, didn't have the momentum. Femi, a easy deuce.
Let's go, Pilots!
Over in Intercontinental, we have a 1-1 tie in the 7th inning. Turnover by the Pilots, as Jack Jackson, Xiangjun, and Archie Goodwin will check in. Chen Xiangjun and Ojobi were actually teammates last season with the Nagoya Fighting Eagles. Maybe that had something to do with Ojobi joining the blue, as Jeff Wu reigns in a three. We have a 14-point game. Driving kick as Justin's off the mark. Pilots are ice cold here in the 4th. Ball goes out of bounds, turnover Braves. Looks like the Pilots have yet to score here in the 4th. 0 of 4 shooting. Personnel changes for the Pilots, as Guandayo and Bialton will be out there. Guandayo goes by the nickname Killer. Takes a catch and shoot three, close but no cigar. Braves on a slow rolling 7-0 run here in the 4th. Jeff, ball screen to Goodwin, trying to work on Andy, and his flop for the Braves. Fortunately, doesn't yield in a fast break. Cedric Milner from 3. No. Everybody's cold, and it's infectious. It's a little bit more wary of Jeff Wu having made a 3. Now Olujobi stepping into one. Down to 3, and the Pilots want to talk it over. The Braves eventually come out to a 10-0 run. Lots of time left in the ball game.
举起你的双手，让我看看哪里想要礼物，举手。还有哪里？还有哪里？举手，举手。大声一点，大声一点，听不到，听不到。还有没有？还有没有？谢谢各位乘客，等一下继续帮领航员加油。
暂停时间到，回到场。
Femi Olujobi with 21 points on 8 of 15 from the field, has played a big role in powering the Braves to a 10-point run here in the 4th. And the Braves are sensing a little bit of doubt on the Pilot side. 0 for 5 from the field with a couple of turnovers. Pilots had a fast break opportunity that they couldn't get the pass down court. And they've been missing their open shots. Guan Dayo with Olujobi in front gets the ball screen, and they swing it around. Milner attacking the space. Down to Brown. Ball loose, and a turnover. Pilots kind of zoned up, trying to find the matchups. As Goodwin just off. Brown down low to Ethan, who clanks the bottom of the rim. And finally, Guan Dayo puts it through. Maybe stopping the momentum. The Braves cough it up. Down low to Brown. Two-man with Milner. He fires. No. Andy was in better position. Boxing one for the Braves. Brown on the block. He's got the space. The shot is up and in. Doing pretty good defense, and Alec Brown's reached just too high. Timeout Braves. A 5-0 run has them up with 6:42 left on the clock. Alec Brown loves that left block, and you see even a little high five there, not enough to stop him. Now ruled a foul in the association.
So set screen here, wait for him.
One thing that I did notice from last year's statistics, as we listened into the Braves timeout, in the Pilots' losses in the regular season, the opponent's fourth quarter scoring averages 17.2 points. But when the Pilots take the victory, they limit their opponent's imports to 10 points in the fourth quarter. Now, coming from a big deficit, that really augments the situation. Jeff Wu and Femi Olujobi with 5 apiece in the early goings. The rest of the squad, 0 for 3. Not too bad. Spread out wide. A foul as Ethan ended up on the deck. Biotin's second personal. Part of Goodwin's success in the East Asia Super League game, going to the line for 12 free throw attempts, connecting on 8 of them. The next highest for any of the players from the Braves or the Pilots that night was just 6 by Cedric Milner Jr. He hit on all 6 of his free throw attempts. Down screens on either side as Brown iced up. Now ball taken away, popped out, and Aaron will get out of the way. They say off of Orange. Braves playing with some desperation whenever number 21 gets the basketball. Josh with some space, kick out to Jeff Wu, having made one off the side of the rim. Goodwin bumps in front of Guan Dayo, and understandably, the fans want a unsportsmanlike Yergi waving off his players. Just a foul. And the referees will go to the monitor as the respective teams head to their head coach to talk things over. Again, I believe under normal circumstances, prior to the newest edition of the sportsmanlike rules, that would be just a normal take foul, but the considerations is to allow the game to be more free-flowing and more scoring. And so Goodwin makes a great effort at the ball, but Guan Dayo shields it away from him, and that's the foul. And here comes the crew chief Zhang Yue.
经 IRS 检视，蓝色10号阻挡犯规，普通犯规，后场球。
I think the Pilots in the postgame will argue that Chen Jianshuang was kind of doing the same. Now, the referee, I'm sure, will say, well, Chen Jianshuang was on the side or even a little behind Chen Youwei on that play. That's why they've upgraded the foul, whereas this one, Goodwin was in front of Guan Dayo when he committed the foul. More boxing one defense. Just follow what Archie Goodwin is doing versus what everyone else is doing. I was trying to run the same play and put Alec Brown on a post-up. I don't know why they think that's the best play. Justin after a pump. Now here come the Braves. They got numbers. Tokori back to Goodwin, flipping it up and good. Count it. .13-point Braves deficit can be cut down here.
陈克，这一球交给你们手了。
Another board for Amdi. Waiting out the shot clock. Brown from the mid-post. Swish. Just needed to change up the dimensions of the floor. Mo screening for Josh. But Josh dribbling right, trying to dump it off. Ball gets away. Milner with Jeff riding on him and a physical foul. Andy coming off, Jackie coming in as the Pilots right now very small. Alec Brown at center. Milner presumably will play power forward. He's listed at 198. Definitely doesn't look as sturdy as Travion Graham or in the past in the Plus League, Kenny Manigault or Michael Singletary, small forwards who sized up to play power forward. Ethan to the rack and good. Just the lefty lane to go with 4 minutes on the clock. Goodwin, easy penetration and easy layup. Looks like he made just a slight move to cause the Pilot defender to jump. Kind of a wheel formation as Milner with Mbaye on the baseline. Now Jackie from the center arc. Ball gets loose. Ethan from his range. No. A lot of up and down as Mo, Mbaye, and Brown looking at the referee funny. Now, despite Mbaye committing the foul, he looks like the one that had the air knocked out of him on that contact. No, it's on Olujobi, excuse me. Now that might explain why Mbaye wasn't ready for it. There's previously Ethan somehow finding the basketball in his grasp. There's the physicality from before, no foul called as Josh took it on the chin. And there's the other contact. Mbaye and Brown tangled up. Down low to Milner. Can't finish through the contact. Goodwin being forced to the baseline. Flings it up in desperation. Thought there was a foul. Only 3 minutes to go. Justin walking into one. The three on the way and a pure. Timeout Braves, as it seems the Pilots have put this one away. Many months ago, it was Justin's three-pointer with 2 minutes left to give the Pilots the lead, and the Braves wouldn't score for the rest of the way in Game 7, winner take all. The Braves had an 8-point lead going into that one, but they caught the turnover bug, committing 9 giveaways. And we haven't seen him much, but in street close today, Travion Graham had 13 points. Justin would ultimately take away the FMVP. While on the screen, Mbaye with a very modest regular season, but so far what we've seen in the East Asia Super League, opening game for the Braves, where he scored 25, second on the team. And so far, tonight's action, or he has, I'm gonna go find his name, 15. The question for Tai Jingjing of Formosa Television is, maybe he would be an MVP candidate. Willem Martino into guard Zhang as Milner's on boat right. Boat right backing his way on Justin, hooks a pass across. It's on the floor and Jackie has it. Jackie on the pin down, taking his time. No more fouls for the Braves as Josh, third personal, fourth team foul. Double ball screen for Justin. Nothing clears up as Ethan. Easy block for Archie Goodwin. That's the fourth by the Pilots. Ball out of bounds will stay with the Braves. Spencer Lin getting some crucial minutes. Well, if the Braves can play off of miracle minutes. Goodwin. Now going after the boat right screen and kind of runs into the Pilots. They're trying to ask about where the foul came from. Goodwin was free throws 16 and 17 coming up. Going through the P.LEAGUE history books as he misses a second. The most ever attempted free throws was by Isaiah Briscoe last year with 23. A very different player behind him, Asim Bular, with 22 attempts back in 2022. Minute and a half to go. Goodwin shoots it in Jackie's face and gets it. Stroke by him. Frustration foul. As Goodwin's line now 35 points. Go along with 8 boards and a pair of assists. Ethan rolls in a pair. Considering almost the entirety of the Pilot squad, since number 3 Chen Li-sun has made on the floor. Not too much to emptying their bench. For the Braves, it will be the professional debut of Chanasin Nchekube, the international student out of Bouwei Technical University. Same as Marcus Quirk, now of the Yankee Arc, who we've yet to mention so far. And there's Talisa, number 3. Yankee Arc, the new team in the Plus League, going to be in Hsinchu City, not Hsinchu County. A dribble pull-up 2 for Josh. Might be one of the last buckets of the game. Jackie keeping the dribble alive as Artino flips it up. No love there. Quickly in space, Spencer, no. We're running low on time as the Pilots look to make it a 1 victory, no loss start to their season, just like they did last year. The Braves, you kind of get a feeling that there's a lot in the tank, but they are not as well put together at this point as the Pilots are as a unit. How about Jackie? But he misfires. Artino with a board, trying to fight for 2 more. And over the rookie. Brings the Pilots to 112 points on the night. Kick out to Xiangju in the face of his Chinese Taipei teammate. Josh for posterity. We'll see the buzzer go as there's your final. 112 for the Pilots, 96 for the Braves. Stick around for the post-game player interview by our very own Aaron Yang Zhenlei. The Braves, in a very short burst, show flashes. But again, clearly do not look as impressive as the Pilots or as put together yet. There's a 48 regular season game season, 48 game regular season of the Plus League. There's still 23 games for them to put it together, perhaps go for a #1 regular season seed heading into the playoffs. So as the teams, or at least the Braves, head to the lockers and the Pilots circle around to high-five the fans in attendance who could make their way to the front. We'll read some of the top-performing stat lines on the night. For the Braves, of course, led by Archie Goodwin with 35 points. Earning 10 of them at the line. Femiolo Jobi in his return to the Plus League after a year in the Japanese B League with 21 points. But on the other side, the Braves have to be kicking themselves for allowing the Pilots so much success in the painted area. They shoot 60% from 2 and a good enough 33%, 10 of 30 from three-point land. They also missed 12 free throws, the Pilots did. Willie Martino, well, we'll just say he has a little bit of work to do from the charity stripe. But 5 Pilots score in double digits, led by Cedric Milner's 27. He is really the only new face to the Pilots import situation, having brought back, as you saw, Alec Brown, Travion Graham right now nursing an injury, and Willie Martino, after a few different stops along his professional career, including Macau, where he played for the Black Bears, who upset the Kings last year for the new Taipei's group stage debut. Anyways, Milner also grabbed 6 boards, 3 assists. Was perfect, 9 for 9 from the line, followed by Justin's 22 points on a very efficient 18 field goal attempts. That efficiency is what we'd like to see him increase. Alec Brown held, you could say, to 15 points. He also had 9 rebounds on the pilot side, not scoring in double digits, but Amdi Mustafa Dang with 12 rebounds. The pilots plus 14 in that department. As our MC has let us know, Justin will be the post-game interview and the player of the game.
先来谈一下今天这场比赛，球队跟你自己的发挥。
我觉得我自己发挥上其实还有更多需要修正的，像很多失误跟一些运球。对你，我相信你们也很关心我的运球，好痛哦。然后对我希望我们拿下这场首胜，我们还会持续越来越好。
好，那当然今天包括这个 Milner Junior 打得也很好，谈一下你的队友跟你怎么样配合，今天可以打到这么高分。
其实我们的洋将跟我们团队，我们都共事很久了，对，然后我们彼此的默契跟团队的方向都有一致的目标，对，那我们就是在整合的更好就可以了。
好，今天开幕战拿下胜利，有什么话跟现场还有线上领航员的球迷说？
来，再来一局！
耶！谢谢卢俊祥，谢谢。
谢谢磊哥，谢谢。
先留步，我们要来牵出我们的胜利小球，总共会牵出我们2颗，一颗是给我们的套票球迷，一颗是给现场的球迷朋友。
好的，现在我们胜利小球，请俊祥来签名。
请我们今天的 MVP 俊祥在上面帮我们签个名。好的，第2颗。好，现在邀请我们的套票球迷来到我们场中。俊祥要送出我们的签名球，
一起来合影留念。看到中间摄影师，看到中间摄影师，来，大家靠近一点，一起来合影留念。中间摄影师，来，3、2、1，再一张哦，再一张，3、2、1。好的，谢谢。
接下来这一颗要送给我们现场的球迷朋友，球迷朋友最大的尖叫声在哪里？
好了，俊祥要把球扔到茫茫的乘客之中了。
尖叫声，大声一点！
哇，接得非常好，
非常好。
好的，我们接下来也要颁发飞行乘客的颁奖，要请呢俊祥先帮我们来签名啊，请在我们的纸飞机上签名留念。好的，先拿着纸飞机，看到我们中间摄影师来拍一张照。来，我们若彤一起，好，3、2、1。OK， 好，请俊祥呢把纸飞机呢贴到我们棉豆腐床垫上面了。恭喜俊祥！也要呢欢迎我们的乘客，俊祥要来颁发棉豆皮一组送给我们的乘客啦。欢迎你们，欢迎
乘客。
好的，也邀请我们所有的 Pilot Crew 一起来合照。
Wrapping things up from the opening night here in the Plus League's 6th season. Last year's MVP, now a 2-time MVP, Justin has led the Plus League non-imports in scoring a number of years and off to a good start. Last season, the Braves, we mentioned, had a couple of bigs, especially Jeffrey Whitty, who are big bodies that can really clog up the paint for their opponents. This year, they're trying to go with a little bit more mobility, and it's definitely a work in progress. Well, back to those pilots. They continue with their strong form and now look forward to a couple of days off before their second game here in Taoyuan. There's the final statistics of the game. The pilots shoot the basketball much better, do okay from three-point land, secure enough rebounds, and certainly look like a team that could share the basketball a lot more. 26 assists. Well, not shown on this stat sheet, but I think also very telling. The pilots credited for 31 fast break points to the Braves 4. That is really not acceptable for the Braves, who are trying to be a fast break team themselves. And with the personnel they have, you would think that's even more doable. Pilots, in the end, 60 points in the paint. So they did see a retread downwards in that performance in the second half versus the first, but the damage was already done. As mentioned, the Pilots will now look forward to taking on last year's playoff bound, but ultimately stopped at the first round, Tainan TSG Ghost Hawks. They've also made some personnel changes on their own, including noteworthily Chen Pauian from the Steelers joining the fray and adding more local player depth to them. Chen Ziwei and Cai Jingjing on the Mandarin broadcast. Very handsomely featuring the Plus League ties for this very momentous occasion to kick off the season. The Pilots and the Braves also, don't forget, have their East Asia Super League group stage games running from back on October 8th through February, and the East Asia Super League playoffs to look forward to in March. On behalf of those broadcasters, our partners, the teams in the Plus League, I'm Ryan Chen, and thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
手上的灯光